what would make this conversation amazing?
Well, if I get end results like the previous 3 sessions, that I said from kind of day one, that you bring out of me what I know I think I can do, rather than telling me what I should do. Because I know I can, and it's just to bring it out. So for instance, like a good subject for this would be confidence.
Yeah.
Because at the minute I've got a low confidence only because I put quite a bit of weight on. And when you've been in a routine of being slimmer, being fitter, being in better clothes, it just certain circumstances, whether it's going to work, whether like the Menfulness session last night at York City Nights, even though I wanted to contribute, I felt very low. I didn't want to, there wasn't anything I particularly wanted to bring forward, but then I was just looking around at everybody else and just thinking, oh, I'm so big. Oh, I don't want to say anything. I'll just sit here quiet. I mean, there was 20 people there, so it wasn't that bad. So me not contributing, it wasn't particularly an issue.
So what is it about confidence that you need help with, or you think you need help with?
I think just at the minute, because of what we've done before, it's like putting into practice. Like, so for instance, one of my little tasks to do was to book a holiday, which I am looking at and not disregarded it. And it's like, where do we go? But a little bit of me is like, it's where to go with me and my son, and where will I feel confident in being? But then another side of it is like, I don't care where, because I want it to enjoy time with me and Henry. So it's like, first one, it's like thinking, oh, somewhere swimming, and it's just like, I really don't want to go somewhere swimming. I mean, we enjoy it, but I just don't feel body confident to go somewhere. I know nobody knows me. So again, me say, if it was somewhere local, like such as going to my gym, I don't want to go swimming there at the minute, even though I know nobody there. And Henry's absolutely not bothered. I know that. But it's just that confident of going swimming amongst other people and looking at everybody else thinking they're perfect and they've got everything going on all right.
So it's what I'm hearing is you're talking about confidence, but it sounds more like being self-conscious.
Yeah.
And if you were to make a distinction between the two, of confidence and being self-conscious, what would that be?
Because in a way, because I've been lighter than it, like less weight than what I've got now, it's like the time period from then to now, it's been about 6 months. And then I kind of question what's happened in those 6 months and why can't I take a grasp of it and stop? And then it's that knock-on effect of, like you say, I'm self-conscious of what I'm doing or what I don't want to do. Which, yeah, when you're saying it that, I can see the difference between self-conscious and my confidence. But yeah, I'm a lot more self-aware of how I am. It's like, even coming to this and speaking to you now, it's like, what can I even wear that doesn't make me look big? And I put a t-shirt on that I usually like, and it's just like tight on me. So I think, right, I'll put a hoodie on. And then at least I do have that bit of confidence talking to you, rather than thinking people are watching this and they're going to think, oh, I haven't seen Simon for a long time, and look how much weight he's gained. But then I'm not doing this. There was no hesitation in doing this for you, because all along through this Menfulness process, because Menfulness has helped me, I want to help other people. So no matter what I say or how I look, that's irrelevant, really.
So so we've got two different things here at the moment. You're changing and putting on a few pounds, that is having a direct effect on how self-conscious you feel about yourself, which then has an impact on how confident you feel. So what would be helpful in this conversation to start to change how you see yourself?
To just kind of overcome, not necessarily a fear, but because sometimes I will sit there, or I'll be in a shop or work, and I'll be like, why am I worried? Why am I so conscious of how I look when I know I can do something about it? Nobody's force-fed me. Nobody's made my clothes tighter. That I know it is down to me. But all these people, like last night, there's a room full of 20 people. Some know me, some didn't. So it was kind of comforting that we were listening to other people of what they were saying. I think I'm digressing. Don't know it, but as I said, I can be somewhere and I can understand. Even going out for a meal, it's like I'll eat. I can eat what I want because I can do something about it. Nobody's looking. Nobody, even when I go to the gym, it's like those fitter people, the ones that I aspire to be, even though they're 20 years younger than me. And as with Menful, everybody's got their own story, so that they could be fit as anything and not have a very good life. Whereas I know I can do something about my weight, and I've got a house, I've got a job, I've got a family, I've got friends. Everybody's different, so then I can come out of that situation and think, why am I self-conscious? Why am I bothered when nobody else is? Nobody. It's not like being at school where people picked on you. Nobody's like that. No family have said that. So it just affects me in doing those things. As in planning a holiday, I'm conscious of if I go somewhere swimming. But again, it may be more beneficial of going somewhere, but absolutely nobody knows me. Some people are bigger than me. Some people will be uglier than me. I don't know. I get, like with the previous 3 sessions, me talking now, I'm answering myself. I can feel it. I'm saying I've got issues with confidence. But I know speak and it coming out of me that it's just like, why? You're not really that worried. Because I'm doing everything else. I'm not distancing myself really from any situation. I'm still going to work, which is face to face with people. Again, it's people I don't know. Then there's people that I work with. Still go to the gym. Yeah, I might just go and do 90 minutes and not say anything to anyone. But that's the same as them. I'm not hiding away in a corner. I'm on the tread. I'm doing everything everybody else is doing. I'm not hiding. I'm not going swimming.
How important to get down to the level of fitness that you want to, and the weight associated with that?
Important health-wise for me, because I know from previous weight loss attempts that how the fat is around your organs and everything like that. And it's not just a few pounds I've gained, it is like stones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can feel it when I run up the stairs, and it's even now that it's getting lighter nights and it's getting warmer weather, I know it'll be like t-shirts and shorts. And me, previous, I'd be in that all the time, and now I'm feeling any t-shirts that I've got just make me look big. So I'm putting on like a second layer, whether it's a hoodie or a zip-up hoodie. So you're just using it as a kind of a distraction that I don't look that big. But again, nobody says, "Oh, you've put on weight. What are you doing about it?" Not that I want somebody to say that, but I just feel cocooned in my own house or in my car. Nobody can see me. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
there's a number of questions that's come to mind, but I'm going to stick with the first one I had, which what's stopping you from getting out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, going for a run, or eating the right thing, or there's a story that you're telling yourself, that's more loud or louder than when you were maybe a couple of stone lighter. What's stopping you? What are you saying to yourself at the moment?
I wish I knew, really, because I could go. I mean, like, I've been to the gym today, and I do plan it. I haven't got that busy a life that I can't do it. There's nothing necessarily more important, because the last 2 or 3 weeks I've been juggling or getting a bit of a better work-life balance of not taking on too much. And instead of being over one side of York and then another, I've kind of condensed it to, I know where I'm at, so I can plan my gym sessions, or now it's getting better whether I will go out for a run. Me, this time last year, I was out for a run. Even when I started Menfulness, I was out 3 times a week, and I really enjoyed it. So I know how much it helps me.
To the question of what would be the impact if you, in a year's time, you made self-care your number one priority for you, on fitness, on health, on well-being, on the food that you put into your body, what would be the impact? How would that feel, thinking about being at the weight that you want to be at, the fitness that you want to be at, the health and well-being that you want to be at?
Oh, it'd feel great because I'd be in control of it. And then everything kind of around it. Because I think, again, it might open up more, but I think not focusing on my weight, I have been focusing on other areas. And like, not necessarily just weight, it's even not focusing on my own self-care and self-love. It's been like distracted by other things going on that I've not been focused on it. Whereas, say, 12 months, 18 months ago, I was in a better headspace and I had a better balance of everything. So there wasn't one thing necessarily taking over.
Yeah. And so, as you speak, you talk about love and happiness, and there's a love heart behind you.
I know. I had that commissioned.
And it says that happiness is not about getting all you want. It's about enjoying all you have.
Everything you have.
So what if you, at the moment, because the story you're telling me or telling yourself is about, I want this. This is what. Mm-hmm. But what about flipping it around and saying, actually, I'm going to enjoy looking after myself and caring for myself? And then the want bit of being fitter, lighter, more confident, that will naturally come.
Mm-hmm. No, it will be. There's even like sometimes a pressure of going shopping and getting the right things, and then it's that knock-on effect, and before you know, that's a week gone. Whereas I know now, it's like I'm quite a person for putting a list down, and it's like I'll write things or ideas down of what I want to buy, rather than doing what I do now and making a conscious effort of going and buying exactly the same things I come back with.
So what would help you enjoy yourself now? What you talk about, little steps, little things that you could do. So
I think for one thing, I did have a PT to help me out, because I felt it would be helpful to be answerable to somebody who was telling me what the right and wrong things were to do, was weighing me in. But then I felt quite pressured into, I need to lose more quickly. Whereas this week, because I'm a bit more balanced with my work, I've been to the gym today, I've sweated, which is always a benefit, rather than just going and sitting and being on my phone or being distracted by what's on there. It's going at a time when it's not busy, so I can go on the machines I want. So it's little bits like that. So today was a good day because I had a good breakfast. I've been to there. I've done a couple of little jobs. It's been nice weather, chatting with you. Today's a good day. So now it's like that knock on it, right? What am I going to do for the next week? What am I going to plan for my breakfast, lunch and dinner? I'm not that regimented, but unless I know I've got the things in and drinking my water and things like that, then I know I can do it. And having the other little things I'm looking forward to, like, so tomorrow, as I said to you earlier, I've got a free afternoon. It's like, right, how am I going to fill that rather than binge watching something on telly when it's nice? When it's nice weather, I can't wait to be out. And even if I do go to the gym in the evening, I've got football in the Menfulness football in the evening that I host, and I might go for a run during the day. I'm not going to do everything I've just said there, but because I have got a gap, I know I want to fill it and do things with it rather than when it has been miserable weather and you don't want to go out and it's dark, the dog don't want to go out, I'll stay in. And it's just like, can't wait to finish work at 11 in the morning because it's only a half day. And it's like, there's so many hours to fill of doing things in there. Whether it's another step forward and booking the holiday, planning my meals, doing stuff around the house, crossing a few things off my to-do list. Whereas my other days, I've planned, like today, I'm kind of planned what I'm doing. Thursday the same, Friday I pick my son up, and then I've got the weekend with him. So it's kind of a me day. I'll treat tomorrow. Touch wood.
And then the thing that comes up for me is you've got a lot there planned in, and then you've got this me day. What if you could create a me hour or hour every single day? Which would maybe serve you in allowing you to be more conscious of, right, actually, yes, I need to make sure I eat the right breakfast, or that I go to the gym, or make sure that I'm planning in these things that are going to help me take those little steps.
No, you're right. It should be every day, or at least more than just a day. Yeah. Because with my job that I do, I get up early in the morning, and the whole idea of doing the job is that I can get up early in the morning, take the dog for a walk, and do my working day from an early start, so that when it gets better weather, I'm home at whatever 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's a long time till bedtime at 10 o'clock. That's 7 hours, 8 hours. Whereas at the minute, I get in, it's miserable weather, I watch the telly, before you know it, my afternoon's gone. And with modern technology, there's nothing on telly now that I need to watch. If there's something of interest, you can record it, you can download it, you can stream it. There's no reason for me to sit in front of that telly, eating rubbish, doing nothing, and then contemplating, oh right, what shall I do tomorrow? More of the same. No, you're right. I think that's a way forward, is fitting in time to myself. Whether that's a walk without the dog, go for a run.
What's the challenge in doing that?
What's the what? Sorry.
What's the challenging giving yourself that me time every single day? Because I detect There's an agreement, but there is also a reluctance.
It's again, it's planning what that me time particularly is. And if I know it's coming up, it's like what I need to do for myself. And like, again, because I felt a bit isolated with COVID and rubbish weather and not wanting to be out, I felt distance from my friends. So even like a couple of days ago, I sent my best friend that I was at his wedding. We used to chat really often, and then we don't. I mean, I know he's there, I know he's on the end of a phone, I know he's very busy and he's got his family. So I just sent him a message the other day because I kept getting worked up thinking, why hasn't he messaged me? But he's probably sat at home going, why hasn't he messaged me? Not that we've had a falling out or anything, but that's how it is. We won't go speaking for 3 or 4 weeks, and then it'll just be like, pick up a phone, go over to his house, and it'll be like 2 days prior. So I messaged him and he rang me back within half an hour, and we've had a chat for an hour, and I felt better for it because I just wondered why he hadn't messaged me. But then I hadn't messaged. So if I'm the one that's wanting contact and wanting to get an update of how he's doing, so me waiting in and wondering why he hasn't, it's just like, no, I've got some time, I will message him or I will ring him. But I know he's quite busy, so normally I'll message him and he'll just ring me back anyway. But I think the only challenge for me is to remember to do it, not necessarily plan it in, but just remember this conversation we've had for an hour and what I've planned previous and what I need to do to get to where I want to be, whether it's the holiday, stuff around the house, get out in the garden, just plan when I'm going to do it. Again, I've planned Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, completely forgot that I've only got a half day tomorrow and not really built anything in. So I shall look forward to that now, depending what I do. And then I've got football in the evening.
When you're talking about contacting your best man, the word that came out, that was present in me, was healing. Almost like there's an element of healing that needs to be done because of COVID, because of maybe other things as well. And that sort of a reminder for all of us that we can all take action.
Yeah.
And we don't have to wait for others.
No.
And that action can be for ourselves, it can be for others, it can be for friendships that may have been stretched a bit because of how things have been over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because I know when we do talk, we can just go off on one and talk about for hours. Not that we do. And I felt in myself that I kind of missed that because I've distanced myself and people around me, possibly, again, being a bit self-conscious. Is like, well, he's in Wakefield, we can ring. And I've even said in my message to him, I said, are you free over the next couple of weeks? And then I've got another friend over that way. I'm ringing my other good mate a bit later, so I'm going to plan a better shopping list and plan what I'm doing for the weekend and enjoy it, rather than, because we've had the last 2 or 3 weeks where it's been raining. I've got my son this weekend, so it's like planning to do something with him, hopefully outside, not having to be a museum, and just enjoy my time with him, because I know I don't have a lot of time with him. So yeah, so just to plan what I'm doing, and maybe even step on the scales tonight and log it.
I get a sense of this has become comfortable.
Yeah.
For you, the last 6 months, or
yeah, absolutely.
So there's almost 2 parts to this. One is enjoying yourself now, and which I think you say you're self-conscious, but there is a part of you that is actually saying, actually, I'm okay, I'm all right. You know, I go and play football, and there might still be an element of self-conscious in there, but there's another part is effort, which is almost the opposite, isn't it, of being comfortable, is acknowledging that for you to get where you want to get to, health-wise and well-being wise, there's going to be an effort is needed.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what would help shift your focus from the comfortableness of this to the effort or the action that you said that is actually, I should start doing what I say I want to do?
Yeah. I think really, again, because of how it's been in the past however months, I'm not blaming it on it, but like when I've had time to myself at home, even though I could do exercise at home, it's like it's been miserable weather and just like and there's no effort there. I mean, I've literally joined the gym that's 3 minutes walk away purposely because I don't have to get in my car. I don't have, no matter what the weather is, even if it is really, really rubbish weather, I can drive there. But the whole idea is I haven't got to go to the other side of York. I haven't got to half an hour to get there and back. So then it turns into like, it's a 2 hour, 3 hour round trip. And even the effort of going out for a run, or it's like, it's just shifting my mindset really, of coming in and not getting into the mindset of me years ago of just coming in, feeding the dog, not that I had a dog years ago, eating what I like and watch telly. And it's just that routine. And then I know what I've eaten and it's just like, I should go to the gym. And like day 5, it's just a vicious circle. So it is a lot. It'll be the effort of me planning what I'm doing and giving myself my little target of, even in a week's time, and just not be bothered. I mean, like I say, we've discussed it, and now leaving here, it's just like there's nobody I'm in fear of that's going to judge me. So I shouldn't let it affect me, but then I should also not let that jeopardize me wanting to lose weight. Because if I think, really, nobody's said that I've gained weight, nobody's bothered, so why should I bother to do it healthy? I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing, which is what I've done for the last 6 months, which is why I'm where I'm at now. But no, it's back to the beginning of what we said of what I want and being confident in myself and enjoying myself.
What if you, over the next 2 weeks, you talk about planning, but you actually you looked at the next 2 weeks and you plan that?
Yeah.
You put in that me time. You put in that time where you can look in the mirror, and instead of being judgmental, is actually just be curious about yourself, about what you see, not physically, but actually who you are as a person and what's possible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's nothing stopping me doing that. Because the days and weeks are just flying by, even though it feels like it's one just long month. But yeah, no, I will plan. I'm not saying that because you're going to check in on me in 2 weeks' time. I just know that it'll help me, because I am a quite a list-driven person.
Yeah.
That at least it gets out of my head and I know what I've got to do. It's like the stuff on my to-do list that isn't vitally important, but I could maybe do something towards one or two of those things.
Maybe this could be your number one priority, is you
at
the top of your to-do list.
Yeah, and keep it on there. So when I'm reading down it and reading the same things, if I put the top of the list, how are you feeling? What are you doing next week? And then put everything else below that. Yeah, that was a good idea.
What's the impact been of this conversation?
As I said at the beginning, I know within myself, you haven't told me what to do. I've kind of answered questions which I could have asked myself, or could have if I knew what the questions were. I just kind of like draw a line now. It's day one of the rest of my life, and hopefully there'll be a lot there, but it's just making those little steps to get in there. I have had, again, from the previous session, I have had distractions of other things going on in my life, which are kind of sorting themselves out. So now I can focus on me time and where I want to be and what I want to be doing, whether it's myself, with my son, with my business, rather than just dwelling and 6 months suddenly fly by and realise I've got nowhere or haven't got to where I want to be because I haven't planned it out.
How committed are you to this?
After this, a lot more than I was before. But yeah, because of how not how it affects, what's the word? Because I know how important it is to me, and how I know I will be in, say, 2 or 3 months' time. How even going out for a run, how I enjoyed that, because it wasn't the exercise, it was more leaving the house, leaving the four walls, leaving my phone aside, and just letting whatever goes on in here, sing along to a song as I'm running. It's just kind of getting that back, because that was a release. Even though I enjoy, and I do enjoy the running, I do go on different routes, and I do, you said earlier, how competitive are you? I'll have my Strava on, I'll try and see what my PB is, or if I can try and improve it. So there was that was helpful for me, actually, thinking of that now as well.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, in this moment, how committed are you to?
I'd go for a solid 8.
Solid 8.
Yeah. Especially this week, because I have got gaps and I have got my shopping to do. It's not like I've already done it. And I've got Henry this weekend, so I'll enjoy my weekend. I don't mean enjoy as in go ballistic on crap food. But it's only Tuesday. Even I was even thinking in the car, thinking, oh, yeah, because I always count down to when I'm getting him. So well, it is only Tuesday. I've got 3 days to fill of doing stuff before I have him. Because the weekend went quite long for me. But no, I think once I've come off the conversation with you is to put a little plan together in the next 2 weeks, plan what I'm having food-wise. And yeah. I'd have been a 3 out of 10 this morning, and now I'm an 8.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
No, that's good. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah.